I'm writing to you because there is a strong appearance of egregious ethical violations committed by Major Steve Courtois while assigned the Internal Affairs Division of Fort Pierce Police Department.
Major Steve Courtois was assigned to investigate the police-involved shooting that ended with the death of DeMarcus Seymour on April 23rd of last year. That internal investigation found now former Officer Keith Holmes and Sergeant Brian McNaught violated several department policies leading up to the shooting. Both men were fired last month. Holmes brought his concerns to city leaders Monday night during the city commission meeting. Holmes claims the internal investigation was swayed. He's accusing the city manager of driving drunk to the shooting scene and accusing the police chief of fudging crime stats.
It also appears that Major Courtois and the chief have been changing UCR codes, which are city way of tracking crime, to reflect a major drop in crime.
We reached out to the Fort Pierce police chief, and a spokesman told us the department follows all proper proceedings regarding the UCR or Uniform Crime Report codes. A spokeswoman from the city told us the city manager will not comment. This was the first time Holmes spoke in public since the shooting. He talked to WPBF exclusively last month and explained he did nothing wrong and should not have been terminated.
I wish we did have the body cameras that night. It would have made the world of difference. It would have showed the actual whole story.
The Fort Pierce mayor released a statement. I am confident that we will work through the process to determine the facts surrounding the public allegations. Holmes wants his job back and he plans to continue fighting. Angela Rozier, WPBF 25.
Fired officer makes allegations against department and city leaders. Fort Pierce, FLA. A former Fort Pierce police officer who was fired from his job after a police-involved shooting is firing back at city leaders. Keith Holmes had some harsh allegations for the police chief and other city leaders at the city commission meeting Monday night. I'm writing to you because there is a strong appearance of egregious ethical violations committed by Major Steve Courtois while assigned the Internal Affairs Division of the Fort Pierce Police Department, said Holmes. Holmes said Courtois was assigned to investigate the police-involved shooting that ended with the death of DeMarcus Seymour April 23, 2016. The internal investigation found Holmes and Sergeant Brian McNaught violated several department policies leading up to the shooting. Both men were fired last month. Holmes brought his concerns to city leaders Monday night during the city commission meeting. Holmes claimed the internal investigation was swayed. He's accused the city manager of driving drunk to the shooting scene and accused the police chief of fudging crime stats. It appears that Major Courtois and the chief have been changing UCR codes, which are the city's way of tracking crime, to reflect a major drop in crime, said Holmes. We reached out to the Fort Pierce police chief and a spokesman told us the department follows all proper proceedings regarding the UCR, Uniform Crime Report, codes. A spokeswoman from the city told WPBF the city manager will not comment. This was the first time Holmes spoke in public since the shooting. Holmes talked to WPBF exclusively last month and explained he did nothing wrong and should not have been terminated. I wish we did have the body cameras that night. It would have made the world of difference. It would have showed the actual whole story, said Holmes. Mayor Linda Hudson released a statement that reads, I am confident that we will work through the process to determine the facts surrounding the public allegations.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. but my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But, do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea, too, that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.